Aslam. Continuing with the book. Who's next on the list? Ayman al-Zawahiri, also known as Dr. Ayman al-Zawahiri, also known as Abu Muhammad, also known as Abu Muhammad Nuruddin, also known as Muhammad Ibrahim, also known as Abu Abdullah, also known as Abu al-Muiz, also known as the doctor, also known as the teacher, also known as Ustaz or Ustad, also known as Abdul Muaz, and also known as Noor. An Egyptian co-founder. I can understand why he's called these names, why he's called the teacher, why he's why he's called the doctor. An Egyptian co-founder of Al-Qaeda, another Egyptian, and member of the group's Shura Council, as well as the religious Fatwa Committee. He is a leading Islamic militant and is dedicated to the overthrow of Mubarak's government in Egypt for the establishment of an Islamic State. He is a leader of the Egyptian Islamic Jihad and the relatively new faction called Talal al-Fateh, Vanguards of Conquest. The group was responsible for the assassination of Egyptian President Anwar Sadat and the attempted assassination of President Hosni Mubarak in Ethiopia. He is currently at large. Members of Al-Qaeda, whose numbers are unknown, pledge an oath of allegiance called Bayat. Regular internal investigations of members and associates help the network to detect informants. Al-Qaeda kills those suspected of collaborating with enemies. A special report is made by the movement to recruit Americans, as people with United States passports can travel freely without raising suspicion. It has been estimated that as many as 5,000 militants have been trained in a dozen camps operated by Al-Qaeda in Afghanistan. These members are the active terrorists whom carry out the mission of the organization. Ahmed Abdullah, a Yemeni arrested in Pakistan with two suspected members of Harakat al-Mujahideen on April 2, 2000. Mustafa Mahmoud Saeed Ahmed, an Egyptian charged with the bombing of the United States Embassy by the Tanzanian Magistrates Court on September 21, 1999. The Egyptian government has also charged him with terrorist activities in that country. Raised in Zaire, he attended Al-Azhar University in Cairo, Egypt, receiving a degree in agricultural engineering. He claims to have worked for the Kuwaiti Defense Ministry until the Iraqi invasion in 1990. He then returned to Zaire and worked with Mobutu Sese Seko. In 1994, he relocated to Tanzania, along with Wadi al-Hag, a former personal secretary of bin Laden, and set up a gem business. Now this is a clue about the gem business, diamonds and opium, which they are dealing with, go hand in hand. There were around the trade center diamond dealers. Right, moving on. That's an issue I like to raise later. Nabil about diamonds and the Mumbai diamonds, Bombay formerly known. Nabil Abu Akil, a Palestinian whom established Al-Qaeda's first cell in the Palestinian Authority. He underwent advanced training in explosive in bin Laden's Abu Khabab camp in Afghanistan in 1998. Nabil cooperated closely with Palestinian group Hamas and was arrested in Israel June 2000. Moving back to no, forward that. Never mind that. So, Palestinian group Hamas was arrested June 2000. Ahmed Muhammad Hamad Ali, also known as Ahmed the Egyptian, another Egyptian, also known as Shuaib, also known as Abu Islam al-Surir, or Sarir. Ali, an Egyptian national, is one of 5 on trial by a United States federal grand jury on December 20, 2000 for the 1998 East African embassy bombings. He faces up to life in prison for his involvement. He is currently at large. He reportedly did not play a direct role in the 1998 embassy bombings, but he did help train the Somalian gunman who murdered 18 United States servicemen in 1993. American authorities are currently holding a man named Ahab Ali, whom may or may not have a relation to this man. Moshin Musa Matwali Atwa, also known as Abdul Rahman al-Muhajir, also known as Abdul Rahman. Jury, December 20, 2000, in jury for involvement in the 1998 embassy bombings. He is charged with conspiracy to commit murder, kill United States citizens, commit terrorist acts, and destroy United States defense installations. It is reported that he trained Al-Qaeda followers in camps in Sudan, Pakistan, and Afghanistan. Atwa is presently at large. Adil Muhammad Abdul Al-Majid Abdul Bari, also known as Adil Abdul Bari, also known as Abbas, also known as Abu Diya. An Egyptian born June 24, another Egyptian, 1960. Bari managed guest houses and trained camps for Al-Qaeda. It is believed that he was appointed to head the London cell of Egyptian Islamic Jihad 1996. Bari was also a member of the Advice and Reform Council, arrested in London along the Ibrahim Idarias in July 1999. He is currently fighting extradition to the United States, where he faces the death penalty. It is reported that his fingerprints, as well as Idarias, are on the facts of a 1998 Bin Laden fatwa and on other London office documents, taking responsibility for the embassy bombings. Bari has been previously convicted and sentenced to death in absentia by Egyptian court for terrorist acts, such as attempted bombing of the Khan al-Khalai, a tourist landmark on Cairo. He is also wanted by Egyptian authorities for his involvement in the Al-Ghamma al-Islamiyya organization. Thank you very much for listening.